come. Oh, it's powerful. Therefore said he unto them, the harvest truly is great, but the laborers are few. And the laborers are becoming fewer and fewer, by the way. More people are going after the wealth of this world and the riches of the land rather than following after the will of God, where they would be undoubtedly the happiest they could be, seeking and fulfilling and doing the will of God. That's the happiest place you can be. And God will bless you there. God will bless you there as you do the will of God. When you find the will of God, do it. Do it. Oh, that's a blessing. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he would send forth laborers into the harvest. I'm going to tell you, any kind of work for the Lord is laborious. It's work. It's not a free ride. It's not an easy way. Even though I believe there's missionaries today that God never called them, but they saw a way of going out and raising $4,000 or $5,000 a month, and then go somewhere with no accountability and sit down and do what they've been doing all along, and that's zero, nothing. That's a shame and a reproach. Amen. If you're going to be in the work, you're going to be a worker, be a laborer. Amen. No free ride. Free ride. Free ride.
There it is, service, working. The vagrant came upon a plot shop, set it down, found vacant. He gon' make it into something better now. Born hand, conversating farmland, planting 7 rows. Will it ever grow? Heaven only knows, though he's hopeful. Never boastful about the ethics, set it deep into the earth. Work and serve all the rest, let it come or not. Hot summer sun, bumper crop. Overnight it's so some thought, now they talking that. What you really need to get this wind thought spinning all year is strange. Better not be mystical, typically the criminals here they hang. Ain't nobody ever seen you cultivate bake until you dig. Take a lot to win a pie, wanna pay the rate, the stakes raise you big. In or out with the men around here about finna kind of pound the cheese. Double down, you pretend to win the prize, otherwise bounce and leave. We don't care where you came from since day one, till the game was dropped, and we gon' watch it fall. Frauds claim to save in the name of love. Bubba Fizz, what the trouble is? It's hustle biz, what the trouble is? A couple kids, what the trouble is? Muscle blip, tell them what the trouble is. Come on now. Trouble is love don't want you, boy. See, trouble is love don't want you, baby. See, trouble is love don't want you, no. See, trouble is love don't want you here. Not one to gamble, lit the camel, took a long drag, sat back and blew inside. He knew these fools had gone mad. Through the smoke, proposed a wage of tails. You can take my field, had you accept my station, they deliberate a deal. Coin turned for what seemed like eternity. Slow breath, some folks rapped and fretted, while the peasant never broke a sweat. Confident he had him in the talisman's descent. By the time they shouted tails, he done packed his bags and went. That's never trying to test the bat. You wanna settle, better pay your dues. To the boss, you done lost your crops. You want toss, I take your food. Better be gon' set about to keep on the boulevard towards the boat. Ever come back, get about a ton of that decoy down your throat. In the meantime, we find these 5 fruits to quench your thirst. Ever pay, we make this way to convince some of these men to work. In the year we supplement the income caught in the trap. We must be blessed. Best of all, that farmer's gon' thank God for that. Yep. Double dip, what the trouble is. Yeah, that's hustle biz, what the trouble is. Couple kids, what the trouble is. Knuckle fist, tell them what the trouble is. Come on now. Trouble is love don't want you, boy. See, trouble is love don't want you, baby. See, trouble is love don't want you, no. See, trouble is love don't want you here. Common market. It's a common market. Crush. Get it. Y'all Y'all know the prophecy is biblical from hill to hill. In between Beacon and Capital, I travel at will. Atop the Mount of Crown, send down the edict for the sea to achieve peace. The townspeople read it and we meet in the streets. A foray of glory and hype, reciting stories and warriors of warrior types. An army of light, recreate the Normandy sight. Deploy, you appreciate the enormity, right? This battle hymn of the Republic will knock for all my soldiers to block. That's what we focus and plot to overthrow this echelon. Send a message to stop taking our vote. This has got to be a joke, cause it's not what we were told. It's in the promissory noted and draft. Them forefathers are crafted. Your fathers ain't mine, boy, I'm a bastard. I grasp a full-fifth in my palm. Got the right to bear arms. Y'all keep pushing me back, I'm about to blast it. That creed is captured in the prose. My flow's ominous, and obviously the reason we rose to prominence. We documenting history here, the end's near. The pen, bomber, grenade, the promenade is sincere. My folks rush to grab it and mash it full thrust. The first to have status and pull and hold a flush. For control, they go nuts. Yo, we rolling back to Cali, reviving the rush for the gold dust. Yo, we crush the precious metal to dust for distribution. All you gotta do is breathe and receive the restitution. Under pressure, we become both gems and grown in. It's like a jungle sometimes, wonder why I was thrown in. When my instincts seem to do more harm than good. It's difficult to defend against steel armed with wood. Maybe I was never meant to be a champion. I'm standing downstream, panning for ambition to hand in. Necessity was the mother of the invention of my character. The neighborhood, good Samaritan, holding the derringer and daring you to thwart my path. Or try stopping the establishment of armistice. This is the dichotomy. I gotta see the reconciliation take place. My offering for the intercession is burnt sage and it's Smith & Wesson. I'm guessing God really needs neither, but I must if I'm entrusted as my brother's keeper. The challenge is discerning fan from adversaries. They move in similar fashion. A real man carries a heavier load. Shoulders and back bold. The observation is in a simple conversation you hold. Look me in the eye and tell me I'm not worthy of favor. The crop would never pay it if not for all I labor. We the spine twisted to sign dots along the way that it's hot where you will stay. I pray God to be your savior. When the fires of propitiation reach the plantation, 30 lashes in the dirty ashes laying the abatement. I'm afraid of laughing. Shortly after I'll be facing the wrath. I ask for mercy to one purposely impassioned, and I'm certain the infraction's a forgivable offense. When a true Lord of the stand would never quibble over rent. Wealth profited no man in his last days. These flames will show you what you made of. Dust, dust. Yo, the dust I was born from is this type. This insight is helping me to get right. And I need assistance at times. Be the admission disguised behind a suit. And then my hope to find truth in them before these guys do I'm in. And what's a legacy worth next to my metal? You'll measure me first. Impression is better. We work the change, not for pennies. If anything, the commodity traded is us for flakes of gold dust.
Organize and keep it real.
And that's the code to obey. Y'all know the rules, Salute my company, the sum of these heads and jazz proof. I can't compete with he who judges me best. Stumble in the booth steep with too many steps. Plot and postulate but wonder what these people gonna do to me next. I guess a penchant for the condescension comes from my mother's kin. Farm folk is different, son form a tougher skin then. And now meld with the elders, help to vent it out. It's wicked how they never showed emotion, ever win and doubt. Send me that from the spot you been in since Jimmy passed. Empty pass, wind blow, you know how McKinney's act. Probably I should've tried to acknowledge you properly and call the Roberts. Cause yo, my daughter got the quality of Rosalita. She a Rosalita out the fire, spark a light. Type matriarch, prize of the prior. I am vow to pass this. I gather listening to you.
Get down to organize and keep it real for your crew.
Yeah, tribal wisdom held the essence of the Bible. In them tough time pressing, found them fit to find religion. He's in pain through the study of the struggle they done came through. Misery and chain, it's like he and Cain in the same two. News ran accounts of who you blame to. I felt that, posed in that position position more than once, held back. Who's to say you threw it all away? They ain't never faced the 8 gauge, praying to make it take you today. Heredity, method, the faith of fate, won't afraid to stray a wander. Now made a fool mistake, close, supposed to obey the code. It's no simple task, man, the last why you assimilate and denigrate. I dwindle fast, smoke signal, kindle, blast back, found middle ground, balance act, pack challenge me, do my contingent proud now and for everything a model ring true.
Get down to organize and keep it real for your crew.
Now this goes out to all area cliques. Centralize the west side of the bridge. Know your loyalty to district as important as it is. Come second to the town. How does division exist? Now this goes out to all area cliques. Fellas, fam, and folk controlling Doso 6. Going for Dolo, recalling all the things y'all do.
Get down to organize and keep it real for your crew.
The town's idle chatter be a vital matter for discussion. Some are good for nothing but disruption of the momentum, though minimal, it's still slow growth. Potentially killing the rhythm, softly pillows spoke. Alleged bedfellows we are, because of y'all's hang-ups. Dead the jealousy and stepping PR game up. As if I never offered even dialogue. Called a dozen meetings at the Beacon branch. People can't speak. In retrospect, I hold regret over the whole separation and representation of sets. Glad I'm dedicated to my record label pledge. Stated ages back, a few viewed the move as exclusive. One dude, I hated that. Ain't nothing changed, got a name plus a sharper aim. Marcus share the common denominator, remain to the line and to thine own self. Try to be true.
Get down to organize and keep it real for your crew.
Now this goes out to all area cliques. Centralize the west side of the bridge. Know your loyalty to district as important as it is. Come second to the town. How does division exist? Now this goes out to all area cliques. Fellas, fam, and folk controlling Doso 6. Going for Dolo, recalling all the things y'all do.
Get down to organize and keep it real for your crew. Organize and keep it real. Organize and keep it real for your crew.
Could it be I stayed away too long? Thief MCs be wishing I was gone.
Yeah, I'm hollering at your feminine side. Is it arisen or genuine? Let women decide. From in the left, judge from within this minute and time. Man, understand that I'm held to. It's from another planet. I landed here when mine fell through. Alienated by no paleontological ties. But never is this kid discredited by the honorable all rise. Son of sun presides. The abominable find it comical. I call my shine beyond nominal. My handle fine-tuned the channel 19 address. My living letters better left unsigned, though punctual. No wonder you some kinda comfortable. Stomach full of lunch line chuck and junk food. Empty calories will soon catch up. Comments are covered in condiments. Son, it must have been my fat genes dominant. Common represent the conjugate that haven't sent the compliment. The veteran's accomplishment, the conscious honor it. But whispers of them to us like we disingenuous. Like you only rockin' for the paper that's thrown. As if this is an end to my condition of indigence. Nah, we hold a stock in something sacred as stone. So when victims of insolence rise above the influence, I open the flock to those who made it alone. It's the mission of men who just right despite the ignorance. Yo, with swollen pockets, we gon' take it back home.
This goes out to all my peoples in the city. This goes out to all my peoples. This goes out to all my peoples in the city.
Where we don't get caught up in between with the nonsense.
This goes out to all my peoples in the city. This goes out to all my peoples. This goes out to all my peoples in the city.
Never worrying about
Define your residence in these four walls. Simply shelter you from elements. I recommend you get out more. Off base, you face a downpour. Catch a taste of what the town's renowned for. These spates are drowned, y'all. Slick and precipitous. I'm bloodied up to the city of brotherly love. 206 is the antithesis. My tolerance is tight, ridiculous. Though I continuously seek forgiveness for the shit I wished upon you. A disservice to Mom Dukes. She raised me better for her baby, set a greater precedent to gauge and measure success. I know she will never love me no less. but you sycophants are sick, ugly and grotesque. I'm amongst the monsters who breathe fire out the nostrils, akin to conquerors you read about in the Gospels. And hospitable of the Pontius Pilate the prefect. These seeds dwelling fellas ain't accepted me yet, so I stay on my visiting feet, play the periphery, heat, control the block around the space them cats on. I see this state of misery as the greatest gift to me. My golden apple be escaping that drone. See, I'm a late epiphany, away from indicancy. I told him stop and son, don't wait for that loan. I heard they say it's trickery, but we making history. With swollen pockets, we gon' take it back home. Back home.
This goes out to all my peoples in the city. This goes out to all my peoples.
Where we don't get caught up in between with the nonsense.
This goes out to all my peoples in the city. This goes out to all my peoples. This goes out to all my peoples in the city.
Never worrying about grief.
Do work. Hopped up, beast in the veins, and when it course through, he liable to get at you something awful. Push up on a posse like you probably a product of something too. But of course, obstacle the whole line could run through. Fire breather like you swallowing bottles of paraffin. Peregrine clutch on the cup, shooting a pair of them. Love hustle, a pass, push up into your pack. The effect block and set the scene if Virginia attack. Rip a rock watercraft, hell of a weight. Now it's either orders or oars, taken from the head of state. Stay deliberating probable cause for allegation. We rolling, they steady posturing to keep their backs straight. No doubt, baby, varsity crew steer the vessel over top of the swell and dock room, proper swoon unit group and do work. You serve swagger lords, lip servicing, you saying shit with the jabber jaws. Love how you sucking down the back catalog. Yeah, the money moves slow, but there's plenty room to grow. Notice the glow, they rolling in with tenants and brigades to collect tithe. Slide your 10% in the plate, gotta spend the save, double up, stack in the arts. Apply your cosmetics, baby, get attractive for God. And if the rapture don't come, cousin, then pass the guns. I burn up for the return of my investment funds. Trouble jumping on, I saw when the chariot swung low when I blinked, but I think I caught a glimpse of Song Cho. One show, if even wanna go, where if I wanna know, hail a yellow cab to carry me back home to bungalow. Shanty complex and the resolution is simple. Turn the temple into condos and sell by the water. I ain't bothered over nothing. The covenant's up in Gotham with the wonderful underabundance of love is a problem. For city staff, take it to the magistrate. From an early age, I play with matches, make charred world away spray. I make it to the pearly gates. Spent my last days asking for lights, craving the burly taste. Kentucky jewelry, your crucifix is proven to be fool's gold. I'ma show you how to use it to plow roads. Synonymous to worship and work. Prostrate and put your face in the dirt like this. To every being ever called up to spin, just to blink for it in, then we gon' bring y'all in. A couple cling to the wall, they defend, either sink or swim, yeah, we gon' bring y'all in. Oh baby, spring can't hold them gems, you tryna ring all 10, time to bring y'all in. I turn the king to a roll of the pen, and what the team scored in, it's about to bring y'all in. Get it. Cinema magnetism is animalistic. Lock of the nut, tug of the drawers, pan Pacific and knuckle and brawl and handle your business. Sparring with the phantom is tandem after dance. The rhythm deficient, officially minute. Leave a critic to speculate through the next grade. Let's see you hit a pimp in your game. Strode steady for years, still standing after my appearance here. Stabilize my saber, the spearmint spear, full flavor to spare. Sip it with the modicum of self-restraint, self-proclaimed prophets of felt fame. Shell of a saint, yelling devilish things, and they harangue. This fella claims the spirit is spit. Tell him it ain't. From ashes arise a Lazarus to gathered and back. Babbling pragmatist and satirist to lathered and flag. Tapping the pattern now. Hit dot dash and mathematics. The path of a maverick and through rap. You track the half of it designated with asterisks. The last Hall of Famer inducted before the regulation changed to your favor. I ain't mad at you. A waste of anger to hate to save my words to determine the fate of the nomenclature. Who's saying preservation's making a stagnate advancement? State your place and I'ma wait for your answer. They probably just hope to aggravate the populace. I tabulate the coffers when the poor make them gravitate. Now everything get resolved, I get tandy. The fiend or friend, yeah, we gon' bring y'all in. The kid dream in the drawer of his can. When I seen the poor man, time to bring y'all in. Intervene, my involvement depend on the steam or lead. Enough to bring y'all in. I felt the sting when swallowing the gin. How to clean our bin after we bring y'all in. Yeah, assault desire, y'all admire my moxie. Some align with the code of the streets by proxy, knocking me for constancy. I be within my elements. The world you ever held and dealt was lit from a 12-inch. The blends off, picture right, living like a bitch. And my mentors, when vinyls all you spinning on Crenshaw, since Florida faulty, essential tawdry. I like derive my philosophy from who taught me. Let them talk now. Impossible shot with a broken arrow. Son, lay over death, you left prints on the tarot. I show you how to tote a hero over the track. That's slow going with all the work. My barrel back, skirt past, cursing ass, claiming the lanes. And for these, I pay no mind to idle talk. Y'all a mockery of speed. I pace the beat patiently as long as it takes. Acquiesce to the greatest escape. Here we go. To every being ever caught up to spin, just to blink for it in. Here we gon' bring y'all in. A couple cling to the wall, they defend, either sink or swim. Here we gon' bring y'all in. Baby strength can't hold them gems. You tryna ring all 10? It's time to bring y'all in. I turn a king to control of the pen, and what the team scored is about to bring y'all in. Everything get resolved by your 10, either fiend or friend. Yo, we gon' bring y'all in. The kid dream in the drawer of his kin. What I seen a poor man, time to bring y'all in. Intervene, my involvement depend on the steam on land. Enough to bring y'all in. I felt the sting when swallowing the gin. Holla clean our band after we bring y'all in. After we bring y'all in. This ain't no place for a man of faith. I gamble it all away, tumbling to fall abased in a blaze. Can't fault to blame fam, they parade a razor blade and praise saints patronized by the razor blade. Dismayed and phased, and maybe I'll say the prize. Stay alive, we're prepared, scared, ain't no way to die. Though if my ache could be assuaged through sin, I make it bleed, fade, racing to the gate, pleading, take me in. I'm unable to prevail, unassisted, will a tempest hail another victim in cyclical rhythm, please. Cause honestly, the lie I try tirelessly is cowardice. Powerless amount of fight this avarice. I'm to give over control of soul, solely yours, deal and dispose, and keep it real close, but don't break it. Cause they gon' take it hard if I don't make it through, when someone reaching for reason to hate you. Time and time again I've been told that I focus on the flaws of men's off sinner tenfold. Stricken with the winter cold, sipping the burning, how to spill will bliss to learn not to leave skin exposed. Stitch it up and pray to kid a cup of nice, and I might have, if not for daddy's bad advice. He the type to fight God but not a vice, grip the heater twice as hard. It's this reality I battle nightly. Even in sleep it seems flights unattainable. Upon waking a facial expression, Dana insatiable exchange. Weather shades drawn, either side of storm rage on. Patiently the fawn await the day the rain's gone. In my defense I claim it's obvious I'm not him. Probably it's the toxin, sorry it's a lot been unresolved. 6 and 16 and revolve around a small town click. Call it quits, bring all in walls down. Finally I'ma defeat the rival with the rifle right in my epistle title tricycle. I break it, so never they perpetuate the malady. Abashedly accommodate mortality. Undoubtedly I'm down to reconsider. I'll stay if you could make a promise though. Please keep it real close and don't. I'm warning, not strong enough to take it now, and I'm investigating other ways out. Rebuild with the bottle destroyed. I'm downhill, standing still at the bottom of Roy, where the past over 5 look alive much as anything. Cling to the side in any sign of your memory. My creative liberty is tempting me to hasten to the point of penance. We could be rejoined if you employ forgiveness. Sell it all, tell them hell is nothing but a cell wall. I'm a soul even as the shell falls. Shed not a tear for my exodus. I'm hearing the protectorate. The fear I had was delicate to break it. Simply took a leap of faith and virtue. Served through, I never meant to hurt you. For certain I'll be down to revisit the dearest of my kinfolk. Hold the spirit near, keep it real close, but don't break it. The creed is all we got until we meet again. I'm praying you gon' make it through the season. things never will. Age of my formation split between the Grange and Pleasureville. Skill and dedication gained appreciation for the work. He up early to serve stock feed and tender burly. Surely this man is a model, though my role is cast in other fields. Typify provisioner, I empathize a brother feels meaning in emotion, going out to bring a promise home. Some be there in spirit, father left to do the job alone. Shown the ways of older generations, known little else. Elements affect them all, whether we're the mental health down inside the Dale, driving bales on his own to think. Arrive with the ride, just shy, mad and prone to drink. And I blink, storm clouds rolled in, tension built, let it pass them. Attempting intervention, get him killed. Caught up in the tempest, mother suffered nature's wrath. When the neighbors asked, quick to say she slipped taking the bath. But and when the cops came knocking, she tell him I ain't talking. The thrashing don't happen often. He's a hard-working man, and the baby's barely walking, and the bills ain't stopping. A day lost, the cost of is it hard to understand why the women keep living as the men keep hitting, passively passing it off as a victim of circumstance. Here's a whole life given, sacrifice for the children. Let him loose, he got no use for a tender hand.
Never break, it's a test of fate. I bet tomorrow bring a better day. Rest your frame, help is on its way. Signs are blowing through the weather vane. Death is great, it's like it says in James. Which of us will be kept away? No, don't hesitate, no, for heaven's sake, just let us pray. The good Lord gon' set up straight.
Last year drought took the crop, now facing flood. Staples on the table ain't enough. What they scraping up will go to pay the bank back. Partial payment, take that. Life in dire straits and make a stark raving maniac. Tap the fit the vodka, kick the hard enough to break a rib. Keep quiet, too much crying, she gon' wake the kids. Yeah, and when the cops came knocking, she tell him I ain't talking. It's only gon' be a problem when the farm don't yield. You know a man's heart hardens when his fam starts starving. The wind hit in the garden, then the rain claim the field. I'll take the weight of the burden if it means less hurting. And Christ is the type of person you witness fully reveal. Things may be more certain if you take away the bourbon. Tired of busting, I'll discuss it when the bones heal.
Never break, it's a test of fate. I bet tomorrow bring a better day. Rest your frame, help is on its way. Signs are blowing through the weather vane. Death is great, it's like it says in James. Which of us will be kept away? No, don't hesitate, no, for heaven's sake, just let us pray. The good Lord gon' set up straight.
Baby, times are tough, but you know you making them harder. Household on the edge when you wired on that firewater. Daughter old enough to see the evidence of self. He told her mind your business, nothing else, then had it for the shelf. Once he polished off the bottle, started throttling the younger son. That's threatened, mama got the weapon, now it's done is done. Yo, and when the cops came knocking, she tell him I ain't talking. Drop the body in the coffin, dig a hole and throw it in. When the callous won't soften, it's only one way to stop him. He's gone, but not forgotten, all the scars in his skin. A mother's resolve is steady with the volatile, especially demand to stand ready for the man to go again. Spend enough time guessing if the curse would turn deadly. I heard every word you read me, but I'm innocent.
Never break, it's a test of fate. I bet tomorrow bring a better day. Rest your frame, help is on its way. Signs are blowing through the weather vane. Death is great, it's like it says in James. Which of us will be kept away? No, don't hesitate, no, for heaven's sake, just let us pray. The good Lord gon' set up straight.
Yeah, heard him singing, this is Molly and standing on Mama Helen's with the band off key. Will fill him with jealousy, well developed, a gluttonous thirst for selling fiends. A pilot, the Alice traumas over skulls in the ravine, choking horsepower, open her up and holler fuck class. Specialized degree in chemistry, off the mustard gas, high hopes, underachiever, he prone to overdose. Hella smell of smoking soda, the mode is so morose. Now I'm that still in camouflage, circuit 85, way to ride, son. I seen your father on the day he died. Dropped this in the pocket with the gym in the ear. Fuck the watch, old man, it's the wisdom I wanna hear. Fought with the words, inexperienced in the expression, the voice fades. Granted, it's a vague recollection, but let it pass is what he lent. What it meant, never asked. Many mysteries will be revealed through the devil's craft. I'm a fast study, born burner, the charm turning ugly under sparks when sharpening up the cutlery. Skill a little rusty, but trust me, I'ma resuscitate. This call is hard to kill off once it culminate. Hibernation, my obligation is contractual. Where have all the good men gone? They on sabbatical, baptizing my goddaughter. Water wash the hands of blood, soul soil with the sand and mud. For the love of them, rise above and cleanse the sins. I could part with that much, just don't touch the Timbs. Every scuff I earn, armchair sucker tough I yearn to compare it to the stuff I learned. Colonel status till the graduate passed on. The pursuit of passion, a stop upon a plot on Vashon. Nice one, boy, the sword, that's on the upper row. Price one, that's a bison, not a buffalo. Hustle grand scene of demand for organic and toxicity. Limits infinitely more panic. They resorting to important plants from other planets. It cancels out the importance of the advantage. They tantric types, neophytes with dietary afflictions, imposing proprietary restrictions. Time to go to war. Shortly I'll be back in Drennan, attending to 40 acres in a dissident. A dissident, 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 a dissident. Sad songs say so much. Hair of iniquity is thick in my circumference. Untouched and none when they summoned up the punishment. Son sent to war for the grunt work of the government. All debts were paid on the last day of judgment. I've heard purported it's approaching with celerity. Proselytes testify with utmost sincerity. I don't think he's coming, y'all try me for heresy. But what's all the stalling for? A little more disparity? Back in the Armageddon, tell them we exhausted every option since the trade wind laid claim to caution. Damn, since the Gnostics allied with the sergeants, I'm tired of waiting, slide the blade across it now. Sing it.
I can't take this pain, I can't stand this rain, all this work in vain. This world is insane, puppets on the string, pain and suffering, nothing left to bring. Let my Nina sing.
Another demonstration staged on the proscenium. Curtain drawn, who working behind them with the medium. Roadblocks keep throwing rocks at the Imperium. Hell yeah, long marched on, strong, wearisome. Seeing fan falling through the cracks in the various. Famished on a barren land of AIDS and malaria. 1% could fix it with the 10th of their inheritance. Freedom buried in the treasure chest of the nefarious. Terrorists with pipe bombs who's sitting on the Megaton. FEMA slow to respawn, blame it on the weather wrong. $1 billion telethon, tell them where the cheddar going. I wonder why my people keep their weapons drawn.
Empty of my pride, nothing left inside. Lost the will to fight. Lord knows that I've tried. Beaten by this thing, watching my ship sink. Still I'm listening. Please, my Nina, sing.
Upon deliverance, we meant to keep you pacified. Same with the others, but some brothers fell to fratricide. Even I was doubtful we could counteract the massive tide. Then arrived the whale, I hailed to revive the battle cry. Bella Warren set upon the pleas of the fanciful and anthem, the resurgence of purpose, grand manifold. Damn, this road is chancy, make advancing through the sand unmanageable. Lend a hand and chant the canticle. Come on.
I can't take this pain, I can't stand this rain, all this work in vain. This world is insane, puppets on a string, pain and suffering, nothing left to bring. Let my Nina sing.
No doubt. No doubt.
Differentiated the many ways to raise it. Cause losing the weight and to make it only hurts where you wanna take it. I've been given something I should hold sacred. And if I don't take it, then this opportunity goes wasted. It's so basic, the meaning is made with a gesture. Invaded from the west and demonstrated with aggression. Feel the trace of the weapon, it reiterates a message. A little bit of effort further outline the session. It's now time to let it begin. Head to the wind, the second I stand, see less of a plan, it don't matter though. In that direction lies the answer, so you have to go. And for protection's sake, you never take the path and hold. Let the method make your lesson, and you'll be the last to know. Some of us have nothing, but a word will make us have it all. Pass it on, time to focus now, that's what we spoke about. Scoping out the whole zone now, no doubt.
No doubt, time to mellow out. Dark space, I wavered in, vacillating half a day, wasted asking they favor a validation. I played at the base, nature rate the arms in my low end, chrome plated and shown places they afraid to go in. A 21st century fox rocking the lambs, wore the psalm chanter, the palm planted on the handle. The panel host supposedly channeled the Holy Ghost. I'm down with you staying close to get your crown rose. You heard, sir, prefer a touch of swerving a verb. I learned respect come first and the chat come third. Now what's the worth of a bush full of birds to the one you done snatched? With every last one come when I clap. It ain't where you from, but son, it's unpunished for that. Seen it happen at the pinpoint, pushed in the map. Travel the global route, wrote it so I know what it's about. Throw a spark and turn the cold as devout. No doubt, no doubt. Time to mellow out. Wow. Yeah, I burn a few waiting on my turn in certitude, searching for a heaven ever since interring Gertrude. Went to pin the words to the dirge and dreamt of the image of innocence intense, but forgive my indifference. There's something about I heard it before, you all the same, and I told her we never spoken, so you must be mistaken. I thought maybe she turned away for modesty's sake, yet as she wept I saw my name along the nape of her neck. For pardon I pleaded, evidently she and I were friends with 10 stretched between this apparition and the one in. Would've been little more than a bench had I not mentioned I'ma let feelings start creeping in. The act Reciprocated when the weight stacked, bent like a paperback. Get away, the kid made tracks. Afraid to speak a name, vaguely I recall a beacon faith. Let me hold out, I'm moving slower now, no doubt. Lost touch but never lost hope. Found direction and respect for the present. To crossroads, guilt gone. So will be the hill the house is built on. Matter's not infinite, my sin is swimming and simmer on. Aging they disintegrate, all the weak and dust. Pull the touch, wait until the wind pick up. It's possibly your progeny in the gust. Blowing about when he show, pulling photos out, no doubt. In the leaves, make believers mouthing off again. I'ma make believers out of all of them. Sort of pin to pieces, it bleeds into the living con. Treated with respect to the civilized. Yesteryear, I pressed to hear Mr. X up in your intros. Send those messages via text, lesser info. Beam me up, Bluetooth flashy, automatic transmission. Can't diminish my savvy, these are $100 jeans. $100 jeans, man, styling on the album. My partisan chart of C-SPAN. Anchor drop dead center, none of y'all can move me. Your defendant plaintiff, ain't no penning on the jewelry. Ain't no sinners in the jewelry box. Toss the flurry of rocks and watch the courier scurry to turning profit off a pot shot right from the sniper of DCCL. Suffice to say, they don't aim well. Hey, yo, the game seen it coming, so the hunt's unfair. Tap the power from the 1-2 and run it through the chair. Tell the code they are leaderless. Only option now is to wait for them to bow, bow, bow. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Wrote the unspoken, yeah, I know you never meant to. Fire in the crucible, crown melted down. Now whose turn is it to bow, bow, bow?
Hey yo, the music was not made for saving you. It's what you do when the record stops playing. Who would've knew a couple dudes from the 80s grew to spit the truth in the booth and get praises due. Plus the hate, the bruise, ain't Nathan new. Cause no matter what you say, they finna label you. Got something in 2008 to prove, but I wouldn't cast a ballot if they paid me to. I played it cool like Prince in a paisley suit. Made it rain hella purple like we played the U. Made for you, but suits tend to blame us too. Saying we taking jobs but we're lazy too. So we had to take it back to my days in school. Watching battles on Boss Crew and Baneful Brew. But who made the rules if we were made to lose? We just scholars in the market in a change pursuit. Hey yo, the gang seen it coming, so the hunt's unfair. Tap the power from the 1-2 and run it through the chair. Tell the cop they are leaderless. Only option now is to wait for them to bow, bow, bow. Anything you say can and will be used against you. Wrote the unspoken, yeah, I know you never meant to. Fire in a crucible, crown melted down. Now whose turn is it to bow, bow, bow? Bow down, down, down. Bow down. On the tape, on the tape, on the tape, on the tape, we gonna take back. On the tape, on the tape, on the tape, on the tape, we gonna take back. On the tape, on the tape, we gonna take. Yeah, let me take that. Listen. And the band played on, scored a sequence of peace from my Elon. Spread through the procession with the phaeton. Hitched up, the thoroughly bred Equine Betty, try and cover the spread. Vignette, butter and bread truck. Must have been something I said. Cinnamon sugar on my raison d'etre. We shake on credit, contract words. Negotiate the merger to further the fake arm gesture. Dribbled the ribbled off a baseline. 9 up in the seat, cogitating. I preach for God's sake. Flung a bit of syllable off the sweet tongue. Gold dome, terrorize, revoke, and nullify my lodestone. Pulverize, subtle I rep. And don't apologize to people for indecency. The frequency is equalized. Father miss. Got this doctorate in absolution. Caught another body shot and stabbed and headed back to Houston. Tack escape routes to board bulletins. Pulling the stake out. Flash shakers, 4 of them slaughtered inside the safe house. Kowtow, power and Dominic triggered the zigzag with decibel. Let a few settle and fled the vestibule. Inestimable gem swap for peridot. Pouring it off his hard rock. Shoppers go hysterical. Veritable tradesmith. Cake sift. Coordinate the bracelet with the facelift. Slip away, they spit on your grave. From the makers of placebo. A trio push to ameliorate the feverish deceiving and slow. But thieves and crooks book up in the state's prison system. It's marketed disregarding the rate of recidivism. I send a petition, rescind the vendor. Minister free of influence. Please, the pen need instruments. Incriminated, incarcerated, and criminally rehabilitated on frets. That's a base head. Something I could feel, not nothing I should fear. For the impropriety I bring to bear. Where the numbers at compared to then? Summer breeze fair wind. Jasmine ain't blowing they mind, they smoking heroin. No, we don't select the listenership or bend it with the insurrection. Intimate and interest, the syndicate. Offensive friends, incidental to my requisition. In the end, I respect your decision. Yeah.
You want me to be that type of dude, and I want to be who you like me to. But we both know I can't do nothing at all. Oh, yeah. You say there's no use in walking out, and I say there's just what I'm talking about. 'Cause we both know I can't do nothing at all. Oh, yeah.
We do our thing, son.
Someone spend a lifetime trying to find a reason, but
we do our thing, son.
War takes prisoners, and I ain't trying to be one.
Do our thing.
Do it.
We do our thing, son.
No apologies, no complaints, and no refunds. It's mad work to be done.
We do our thing, son.
May say I'm just a dreamer. Well, at least I'm thinking while I'm sleeping. 'Cause the last thing I can do is nothing at all. Oh, yeah. Follow me now, follow me now. They may say we'll never win against them. I say fuck you and your cynicism. As for me, I can't do nothing at all. Oh, yeah.
Listen, yo, my past plagued by a plethora of regrets. In my agonist age, I'm a questioner of precepts. If we left the staff in place to blaze the path, then the shackles take upon a sequitur to each step. The chain ball speaking impotent to contact. I'm trained not to be a militant to combat. Upon that frame, the shot pop a namesake. The game soft, be the will of him who want that. Yo said to be the idiot of my poetry. Yeah, the broke fed upon the brilliance of poetry. Lord of beasts and folks spread, I had go now. The quote there by the billions a part of me. The tag shams but a negligent critique. While some had a chance, others fester in the disease. The kid needs to pack the jam and I get at y'all. Goddamn, he's pressing the best believe.
You can call me anything you like, and I will call you when it's time to strike. 'Cause
do nothing at all. Oh, yeah.
We do our thing, son.
Long as you do yours, land here become fecund. Yeah.
We do our thing, son.
Through the act, we attract two, hope to reach one.
We do our thing.
Do it. Do it.
We do our thing, son.
Some will paint a piece, some will spray with a machine gun. It's mad work to be done.
We do our thing, son.
I can't do nothing at all. Y'all know we can't do nothing at all. Nah, yo, I can't do nothing at all. Y'all know we can't do nothing.
Check it out,
at all.
GT.
He don't do nothing at all.
G.O.
He don't do nothing at all.
My guy King.
He don't do nothing at all.
The Mass Line.
He don't do nothing at all.
Big Germ.
He don't do nothing at all.
Raj D.
He don't do nothing at all.
And Little Eric.
He don't do nothing at all.
And Kirby.
She don't do nothing at all.
Rahua.
She don't do nothing at all.
Well, Angel.
She don't do nothing at all.
Yep. Sport and Life.
They don't do nothing at all.
And the Physics.
Nothing at all.
My guy Chef.
He don't do nothing at
My
all.
other guy Daps.
Nothing at all.
DV.
He don't do nothing at
Yep.
all.
And D Black.
He don't do nothing at all.
Yep. And Tony Hill.
She don't do nothing at all.
The Town Folk.
He don't do nothing at all. Yeah. We can't do nothing at all. We can't do nothing at all. No, we can't do nothing at all. Y'all know we can't do nothing at all. Group them through the groove, spike the meter, we can needle skip. Like the fetus type, see the sign retreat. This hype is evil, might it be what I perceive as our heights in a state of decay. Say it's but a few days left, ain't let it rest since I was fresh up in CHS. Never seen my senior year, but I never shed a tear. Kept my head up and let in the weapon to let them hear how we lick it off for victory. Synesty, feel the imagery, sympathy, give them clemency. You witnessing the synergy, that's how they shall remember me upon expiration of guard and training. Take them beyond denominations, stay calm and patient. We gon' make it to our destination. Condolences to those taken in the conflagration. I suppose they awaiting us now. I make them proud when I'm out. Do me that favor and play it loud, loud. Yeah. Utilize the line to rebel. Find a mass of others with like minds in the swell. Reminiscing over this and it ain't hard to tell. Now my daughter know Geo's bars, my heart swell. I've been lost at sea, tossed around in this hell. Till some folks up in the beacon guided me through the swell. Keeping company with heads, more at home or I dwell. Center spring, while the teams looking swell, swell, swell. You with the Cascade, drew in a fast rate. A flood of brothers to the tune of two of the last greats. Arrogance is so passe. My distinction don't apply to rhyme skill. Flow will move them like the shine will. Conciliatory, I built for my affiliates. A guild of spitters, the core of the city is insidious. A war of attrition waged and sick games played. The script scribbled, written to get them on the same page. If obliterated, the kid will make something out of nothing. Divinity in them poured, the form, the forge function. Natural born hustler cousin, you can't touch him for the moment. I'm just showing some love over percussion. Catch a relay when I facilitate. I might check it for the rebate. A couple cents worth for the beat tape. Double if the seed take rapid expansion. The theater's visible all up in the town's mass transit. Keep in mind, for you slide deep in Opine. We in the six, hover with picks and shovels. Told the cold mine. Struck and found a diamond on a practice swing. Now the scouts all tout him as an athlete. Respect for the game, sincerely revere the spectator. The kind I often find training to be the next player. Run the drill out. Blood, sweat, and adrenaline spill out. But faith you will never be without. Utilize the line to propel you through the parts where the sharks swim around in the swell. What you thought we had
haven't fought them off, sit for a spell. I spin a yarn about 1,000 battles won by the swell, reinforcing the importance of the bond we well. When you see her stand a test, son, your chest gon' swell. Used to hear it from my grand, now I know how she felt. Played her hand out, boy, you looking swell, 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 swell. They looking swell, swell, swell. We looking swell, swell. We looking swell, swell, swell. Swell, swell. Swell,
I guess it has been a minute, and the southpaw ain't felt right without the pen in it. Sent for incentive and sitting submissive, but nothing bringing Jimmy back, you know that. Praying to waste the wishes, I made a decision. Carry on a living a deed. Though the muse moving decreased speed due to the weight, my dude lose patience with me. Favor the blue, you knew what I was training to be. I came for the taking of something they ain't seen back in Henry. The proximity to Knox Sports, not giving any but cause the envy. Lord, when have we fought the enemy with more than afforded? We storming the port of entry, the memory of the James clan. My symphony got the flames fan to conquer. When the song come on, pay the band. Send a percentage back, old or mode. Factor in the state tax, or waive it if it go to pave tobacco road. Some memories I kept, others laughed, others I must have let go to protect. Hold a check for the road I set. Ready? No, not yet. But let me know when I return to collect. They never found me, cause Valerie's boy had a different rhythm to play to. When he gon' use his tools to break through. Mindful of the nights in that state. Who they say life is what you make it, when really life is what makes you. Paying homage with the big nod to Aubrey. Them schools failed me, thank God the farm taught me the value of a callous hand, how to work in plotters land, how even the modest crop will make it pop the proudest man. Harvest of 1,000 fans, sands of grammar seeds broadcast through loudspeakers in the weeds. I was born last, profound effect on my volume, plus the readiness to feel it. In the field, you should hear what they call them regardless. I should've spent another year on the bottom tier instead of trying to dodge what it was I thought got him here. 89 the number, 84 lumber, another summer fighting for cash to mash on the likening of cycles I seen. Those not keen on college lost direction or went to be correctional officers. No opportunity was offered us. I had my sights on being gone for. They cut the lights on. Ryan song, right or wrong, tired. I'm tired of buying in the guidance corner ride. My father fought it with firearms and died in the trauma. The violence spawned a child of drama. No wonder he prone to wander, knowing his home is haunted. Praying that over yonder they still know how much I love them. I just had to go, had it with the status quo. They asking me if I'll be back when I'm old. In fact, no, these are my last tracks along Tobacco Road. But I'll forever call it home, and I feel it whenever I call home. Whenever I call home, I'll forever call it home, and I feel it whenever I call home. Whenever I call home, yeah, I'll forever call it home, and I feel it whenever I call home. Whenever I call home, yeah, I forever call it home, and I feel it whenever I call home.